Well, hello friends. Today we're going to do a bucket fill for the paintbrush program. So let's see where I left off. I added a tool to it called Buck, but I guess that's the only thing that did. So let me just see what this thing looked like, because it's been a few days now and a lot of stuff has come and gone in my brain since, so I just gotta cheat and see what it looked like. Oh, right, yeah. So this was supposed to be the pen tool, this one, and then Buck should be the bucket fill. And then of course these are gonna be icons later on, but right now they say pen, buck, and pick. So let's go ahead and implement this. Now maybe we should have something like a tool class, I guess. So that's why I'm thinking that we would make a tool class, and then there would be like a pen tool, a bucket tool, a color picker tool, a select tool, whatever tool, and they will all inherit from the tool class. And then there would be a current tool, and then the current tool can be sort of activated at a coordinate, for instance. Or, well, we'll figure out the API for tool, but let's just start by having a tool concept. So let's call it tool. And we can add a pen tool. And let's say a bucket tool. I think that's plenty enough. And we'll just add those to the makefile. Pen tool and bucket tool. Okay. So how do we define this thing? I guess we'll just call it, obviously we're going to call it tool, and it's going to have a public virtual destructor that can be empty, that's fine. But then we want to have a protected constructor so that everyone has to create a tool. And I guess I'll do what I always do and put the name here. And that should be a pure virtual because you have to implement that. Okay. And then how do we want this to work? Let's see, so the paintable widget, this is almost more like a paintable document or whatever, or I don't even know what this thing is, but let's add a tool to it, and then we'll probably separate it into more than one class at some point. But right now we're just kind of exploring how this whole thing should work. So I find it very useful when you're doing sort of this discovery programming, where you're just making this big object and then you discover a bunch of things about it, and then once you sort of understand how your program wants to work, then you can carve off parts of your big object into smaller objects, and then eventually your big object sort of goes away, or at least is like much smaller than it originally was, and you've separated out all the responsibilities. But that's just how I like to do OOP sort of design. I like to just start as soon as possible and then figure out the design later. I know a lot of people like to do it differently, but that's what works for me. Let's see. We'll say tool, and we can say, should we allow not having a tool? Nah. Like that. And tool is tool. Return and tool. I'm thinking, should it be possible to not have a tool? I guess for now we can leave it like possible to not have a tool. Okay, and then we'll just say null putter. Okay. Oh Jesus, this tea is too hot. Okay, and then let's define a pen tool. pen tool, public tool. And we should allow creating it, and we should allow destroying it. Let's char class name. It can't even be private, doesn't matter. Pen tool. I'm just gonna flesh out this boilerplate stuff. And I think we can do a little bit of search and replace here. See, I say search and replace and I start typing search and replace. Like that, okay. Right, so then how do we want this to work? I guess when you click down in the Paintable widget, in the mouse down event here, currently what we do is we just set that pixel. But what we want to do instead here is delegate to the tool. So we'll say if no tool, then return. That's fine. And otherwise, mtool. What does the tool do? I guess does it run? Does it execute? Does it act? Apply, maybe? We'll call it apply for now. Maybe we'll think of something better later. So what do we want to tell it? We want to tell it, hey, apply on this with this event. Yeah, and then the pen tool. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Pen tool. We'll have void pen tool apply. Paintable widget. Or maybe it should not even be a paintable widget. Well, we'll say that way for now. Paintable widget. We'll say that we do it this way now. Mouse event, and then paintable widget. Okay. And then this thing should be virtual void apply. Paintable widget gmouse event override. Okay, and then this needs to actually be virtual in the base. So we'll have to forward declare these gmouse event. Okay, and then finally in the bucket, we need that in the bucket tool as well. Bucket tool. Okay. And here we can just put like a fix me. Debug printf, fix me, implement bucket tool apply. Oh, and includes Stadio. Stadio is what I wanted. Okay. So the pen tool, and let's see. Wait, oh, how do I go to that? Oh, like that, F2. Good, I should remember that. I'm trying to learn more keyboard shortcuts in QCreator, because it's just so nice to use the keyboard. Okay. Wow, it's so big, but I guess I can deal with it. So what were we doing here? We were, oh, well, first off, let's include tools so that we can actually see the apply function exists. Okay, so then here we'll say, like that, GUI G Painter. Color 4 is the Paintable widget member, right? So Paintable widget, and he wants to do a bunch of stuff here to screw around with the widget. But let's just do these one by one. So we'll say color 4 can be public, and drawing event position should probably be in the pen tool rather than in the wait, I can't forward declare a member. Jeez, what am I trying to do? Point. Okay. Okay, and then what else did I want to do? I needed the bitmap, right? So Paintable widget, I want to access this guy. So we'll say graphics bitmap, return, and bitmap. And we can even be nice and make a const version. And then here we can just say paintable widget.bitmap. And, oh yeah, and now we wanted to move that last drawing event position. So maybe apply is not really the right thing here. What we actually want is mouse down event or something like that. You can call it on mouse down. And then that's what we'll delegate to. So we'll call it on mouse down. I think maybe that makes more sense because that's how we're using it anyway. So then we'll do mouse move and on mouse up. And these need to be here, or wait, hold on. They need to be here, right? So then we don't need the apply, but instead we'll do these, and by default they'll just do nothing. Because then you can have like a dummy tool that does nothing. And then the bucket tool has to be a bit different. Paintable. In the case of the bucket tool, we only care about mouse down, so we'll override that. Maybe we should make this final, because we're not going to override anything. We're not going to subclass bucket tool, so we'll mark it final. And here, this was on mouse down, right? We'll just put on mouse down. Okay, I don't know what happened there. Right. So back to pen tool. Paintable widget. Right, so now we want to put this stuff in pen tool mouse up. On mouse up. Event and paintable widget. Here we don't even need this one, I guess. And this goes in mouse move, although, alright, so if M tool, then M tool on mouse up. This event. Yeah, that's how we'll do it. And then we can just put this gunky logic here. We just take this and put this here. And look how simple this is getting. Wow. Mouse move outside. We should probably allow that. So we'll just do what these guys do here for mouse move as well. And like that, and then we'll put all of this in the tool implementation instead. Pen tool on mouse move, right? And then we just have to name this Paintable widget. Right, and then we do that, and that, and that, and that, and that. Okay, so have we turned everything around now? Right, so I think that's good, but we should test this out by actually creating a pen tool and setting it on the Paintable widget. So I figured we would do that here. When we create these tools, we would do something like new pen tool, or let's use an element footer actually, so we'll make, because I don't like naked new, that's just not a nice way of doing things, and I am doing it all the time in libgui, which I kind of hate, but it's just the way that that libgui works right now, but it's something that I would like to change in the future. But that's a big complicated issue. I'll probably address it separately somewhere, but not right now. And this guy, we don't have a tool for you, so actually we'll just delete you. Okay, and then add tool is also going to take an element footer to a tool, and we want to store that somewhere. We can't store it in a regular button, so we'll just make a subclass. Tool button, toolbox button, tool button. Final public G button. Okay, so then tool button, const string name, and G widget parent, and the tool. Per tool, okay, and then we'll say G button name parent and tool move tool. Okay, and then we can store this tool here. And oops, we'll do something like this. Tool. Almost there. Now we only need to actually include tool. Oh, well, we're gonna need all the tools actually here, so bucket tool. Okay. I forgot a colon here. Okay, and then we can do something like, first off, we should actually instantiate these guys. So I'll say move tool, and then on click, we are going to do, wait, how does on click work? It gets the button, right? So let's see, button. We'll do static cast tool button. Dot tool. Where's the paintable widget? Frick, we don't have it. Okay, we're gonna cheat and say paintable widget done. Set tool. Okay. I guess it's not unclicked that we want, but unchecked. And that just gets us the the check states. Let's see, if checked, then, and then we don't have to cast it, but we do have to do, we'll just do it that way. Oh, and then if it's not checked, we'll do a null putter. Okay, and then the paintable widget. So we need a way to get at the paintable widget. Or maybe the singleton approach is not great here. But for now, we're gonna cheat. Just don't tell anyone that you saw this. Okay. Done. Paintable widget. Turn is the. And we'll just say static paintable widget is the. This assert that there is no paintable widget before. Okay. Okay, so don't mind that. Oh, why did that not work? Member tool and button. Member reference tool button is a pointer. Look at that. Okay, so actually we should be doing it this way, because this way we'd be passing, I guess, the stack location, a reference to like the stack variable here, which is probably a mistake. So this will pass it by value, or capture by value rather, which is what we want to do. And then we need to implement tool, everything in tool. Okay, so tool, and what else did I have? Tool destructor, I think that's it. No? Oh, that was in line. Well, I'm putting it out of line. Okay. Paint, do I have my command line for this? I do. What the hell is my password? Right, the secret one. See, it doesn't work. It even says implement bucket tool on mouse down. We're going to pick the pen tool again, and we can draw again. Wow, that was some pretty nice refactoring all in one go without screwing it up. Very impressive me. Okay, so maybe we should commit this stuff that we have done here already. Because it's a whole bunch of stuff. So let's say start tool CPP and start tool.h, and then commit a paint brush factor out pen tool into an actual pen tool class, a tool base class, and an empty bucket tool subclass, which is the next thing to implement. Cool. Okay, so let's try the bucket tool then. How do we do this? I mean, we'll just do like a naive flood fill of the pixels, I guess. Paintable widget and event. Okay, and then painter, map. I should probably include all of these. Paintable widget and libgui painter. Okay, and then what we want to do is I guess what we want to do is figure out first what color it is at the target pixel. So, because that's the one that we're going to be flooding with. Not flooding with, but that's the pixel that we're going to flood. As long as you run into that same color, we want to replace that color with a new color. So we'll call that target color, maybe. Okay. So let's say target color is paintable widget dot bitmap dot get. Do I have some trickery for this? Graphics bitmap. Get pixel. Aha. That is very fortunate. Thank you, past self. And then we'll also say that if paintable widget dot rect contains event position. If it doesn't contain it, then we'll return. Okay, and then we just want to do something like flood fill, paintable widget dot bitmap. Starting at the event position, placing target with paintable widget's color for event. So it's like picking the color based on if you're clicking with the left or right mouse button. Okay, and then we'll do static void flood fill, graphics bitmap, point, I guess, position, target color, fill color. Okay, and then if bitmap.rect contains position, then if it doesn't contain it, then we reject. If bitmap.getPixel position is not the target color, then we reject. Oh, it only takes X and Y. Well, that's silly. Let's add a convenience function for that. Const point position return get pixel position X position Y. Okay. Take me back here. Color and color cannot be compared. Well, that's surprising. I would have thought I would have done that before. Okay. Well, this is easy to fix. Other end value. And it was not equals that it wanted. This is such a silly thing. Like, why can't this just be like the inverse of this one? I think I read somewhere that that's actually getting fixed, like in the next C++ standard, that if you have this one, then this one will be sort of implied or implicitly generated, if you like. Which I think it just seems like such an obvious improvement. Okay, wait, so what's wrong down here, by the way? An L value for second argument. Oh, shit. Forgot that. Okay, then we are good here. So we'll say bitmap dot. Oh, we don't have set pixel. Well, we can add that. Position and fill color. I mean, I guess we can also do this, which is essentially the same. just for the naive implementation. And then we gotta go up, left, right, and down. So we'll do bitmap, position, translated, start with up, fill color, up, down, left, and right. Did I do this right? I'm not sure. Okay, let's see. We are still building. I don't know. Why is it so slow today? I have 2 instances of OBS. Huh. That's concerning. Well, we'll see what happens. Okay, so pick a pen tool, draw something like that, and then pick the bucket tool and crash. Unrecoverable page fault. Just a sec. Okay, I turn up the other OBS. Hopefully that doesn't screw everything up. Okay, so let's see. So we're crashing with a huge symbol count, which probably means, or like we have too many symbols, which probably means that we're just killing the stack. So why are we doing that? Is this just too much to do on the stack? I'm not even sure. Let me try it with a very small target. Maybe I'm just being stupid. So let's see, let's do it like that, and then we'll just say no. Am I putting something big on the stack here? Is this thing big? I guess it is pretty big actually. So one thing is that we should minimize our stack usage when we do this type of stuff. So I mean, we don't have to do this with a recursive algorithm, but it would be nice if that would just work. How big is the GPainter? I want to find out. 160 bytes. Well, that's a bit hefty, actually. So let's invent bitmap set pixel. Okay, and then we'll do, where's get pixel? It's here. So we'll have void set pixel, int x or int y. We'll add this convenience thing even before we implement set pixel. Okay, and then we can do scan is oops, we're going to need the color here as well, obviously. Color. I mean, I guess this will work. Because I was thinking, like, should we update the alpha value here? But this format doesn't care about the alpha value. So here we'll say assert not reached as well. Because we can't actually set, this is the 8-bit palette-based bitmap, and we can't actually set an arbitrary color in that. So that API is not going to work. So we'll just assert if you try to do that. And that can't be const. From void to color, return. That's crazy. And I shouldn't have a return value either. Okay, there we go. Let's see if we can get away with this. We should only now we should only like have stack frames, but the stack frames should be kind of smallish because we're not making any locals. Or I guess these are locals. Or I don't know how that ends up working, or if they just go in registers. I'm not actually sure how that works out. Let's just see what we can do here. Ah, segmentation violation. Well, we are trying to write something that we're not supposed to. Where the hell is that? That's in the kernel. The backtrace code is crashing. That's great. But we're actually crashing here. All right. Well, I guess then we have to do something differently. So let's just make like a queue instead. We'll do like a vector of points. Why not? Queue. This is going to be kind of hideous, but we'll do it this way, and we can definitely improve upon it later, because vector is not great to use as a queue because it's expensive to pop from the front. But we don't have a queue class right now. Maybe I'll make one later. Anyways, so let's see. So let's do queue append. I'll do that. Yeah, so this is how that will work instead. So, well, my cat is upset at me. She wants to go out. Not now, sweetie. I will say while queue. This is empty. And we'll do something like queue append position. Okay. Auto P is, well, this will be the start position actually. Start position is queue take first. Okay. There's a cat staring at me. I'm being judged. All right. Wait. I'm definitely not doing this right. Okay. Oh, it should be return, should be continue. It should be continue. And then at the end here, we'll do Paintable, update. Okay. Paintable should definitely be default selected. Oh, look at that. Boom. And how about we fill the whole thing? Now it hangs. It's unattractive. So why do you hang, my friend? I'm guessing it's just extremely inefficient data structure. So maybe we should just make a queue class. Or we can use can we use a singly linked list this maybe take first. I think we can maybe use that instead. Simply linked list. Include ACK simply linked list. Okay. Okay. Why don't you like it? Okay, well, whatever. Yeah, there we go. So it could be a lot better, but at least it kind of sort of works. At least it doesn't hang all day. Oh, I keep not picking the right tool. Okay. Nice. All right, well, I would say that that kind of works. So let's commit this. First thing is that we had some fixes in shared graphics. So what were they? Just adding comparison operators to color. So let's do that one first. Color and comparison operators. Or equality. Shared graphics. Graphics bitmap. Graphics bitmap. Add set pixel XY color. This only works for RGB 32 and RGB 32 formats. And then the naive but functional bucket tool. So, brush. Add a naive but working bucket fill tool. Used a simply linked list point. Let's depth is low. This could definitely be made faster with a better algo and or data structure. Cool. All right, so I think that's going to be it for this video. I just wanted to do a little bit more work on the paintbrush program. So if you made it this far, then I thank you for watching and for stopping by and hanging out with me again. And I will see you next time.